Hello there. After a very wet February, the rain has continued to fall during March, particularly across southeast England. Here it's been much wetter than average. We've seen 2 inches of rain, 50 millimetres in some places, and that's more than the average March rainfall, and we're not even halfway through yet. It is looking a bit drier for the southeast in the next few days, but there is rain elsewhere, and we're going to see a spell of milder conditions in the next few days.
And researchers say today that the planet's largest trees, the giant redwood, are thriving in Britain, where they can now be found in bigger numbers than they can be in their native California.
Yes, the trees, which can grow up to 90 metres tall, have a staggering 3,000-year lifespan. They're expected to one day become the tallest species of tree in the UK.
Looks like they already have, doesn't it? Can't even see the top of them there.
What I don't quite understand is how come they love it here so much when actually California is where they would be most at home.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think there's one person who can help us with this. Carol, have we got Californian weather coming?
Sadly not, Sal. No, we've got more rain
Not from the
coming.
look of that picture.
I know, this tells its own story, doesn't it? Look at this, the ground is saturated. More rain to come, actually, in the next few days in different parts of the country. But good morning, everybody. We do have more rain, but the other thing you'll notice in the next few days is that it is going to turn that bit milder. Some sunny intervals across parts of eastern England, and it's in that sunshine where we could hit 16 or possibly even 17 degrees. Sal and John, once again, that's high for this time of year.
So a little bit Californian. No, I'm just completely... Yeah, I was listening. I know you said it's not Californian at all. Carol, thank you.
Thanks, Sal.
I've got to plant a lot of plants in the next couple of days. But it looks quite good planting weather, isn't it? Wet, mild.
It will be muddy, won't it? But
Yeah,
Easy digging.
Easy digging, that's the most important thing, isn't it?
Are you actually digging?
I'm going to be digging. I just
you
need
sure?
to avoid a cold snap.
Well, actually, it's quite mild over the next few days, although there's a dip and then it comes back again.
Okay.
Next week's going to be colder.
Oh, no, don't tell me that. The plants will still be there next week. Well, maybe not. Carol, thank you.
Not sure Monty Don is too nervous about this.
What about Carol offering advice?
About you and your planting.
No, I think you're right.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank you. We've got a life-size Carol doll in the studio with us this morning. Look at that, amazing
That would sell
replica.
out, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Walking, talking as well, but not bringing necessarily good news, sadly. Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. For some of us, it's a cloudy, drizzly, dank start to the day. That's what we've got in Nairn in the Highlands. And it's not a cold start to the day, really, wherever you are. If you're stepping out, we're looking at temperatures 12 in Edinburgh. Inverness is about 9. Yesterday at this time, it was only 2 degrees. Leeds, Cardiff and Southend-on-Sea are looking at 11 degrees.
With the weather, and it's wet.
It absolutely is, John. We're seeing rain in different parts of the country in the next few days, but it has been wet throughout this month of March so far, and we're only halfway through it so far. So if I show you a couple of statistics here, we've had in excess, in some places, of 50 millimetres of rain, so in excess of 2 inches. East Malling in Kent, Northolt in West London and Heathrow as well. So that's more than a month's worth of rainfall. At Heathrow, we've had 52 millimetres. The average for March is 42 millimetres, so it kind of puts it into context. Now, we've got more rain coming in the next couple of days, including today. Here's the amount of rainfall. The key is here. So where we've got the dark blues, we're looking at between 30 and 50 millimetres of rain. But where we've got the jade colours, that's up to 70 millimetres of rain. The ground, of course, is already saturated, so this is going to exacerbate the risk of flooding. But a little bit of a reprieve for a time anyway in the far southeast.
I don't know whether it's planting weather here, but there's some very dramatic weather elsewhere that Carol can tell us about. Morning.
Certainly is. Good morning, both. We've been talking about the amount of rainfall we've had. Parts of the southeast of England have had already more than the average March amount of rainfall. But that's nothing compared to some pictures I'm going to show you from Argentina. The pictures are around Buenos Aires and the outskirts. Now, there's a place called Moron on the outskirts, and it has had, since late on Monday into Tuesday morning, 140 millimetres of rainfall. Flash flooding, of course, thunderstorms, and a lot of that fell in less than 6 hours. There's more to come as we go through the course of today, and then that will push further northeastwards. But look at this motorbike. for example, almost submerged or half submerged anyway.
Oh, looking out your window, it's not looking good.
Many of us will be looking out our windows, looking at this kind of scene today, John. Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. There is more rain on the cards today, and actually as we go through the next few days as well. But one thing you'll notice is it's going to turn that bit milder than it has been.